Hey everyone, Chris Shunky back with another toy review, and today it's going to be on the Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Elita-1. Now, I decided to pick this up at my local Target, I believe a few weeks ago. I don't remember actually. And also the reason why was I saw Bolt Matrix and Wake Angel 2001 review this figure, and I figured why not get it. Now, I will say this, I've never had an Elita-1 figure before, so this is my first one. And obviously, I heard that it was actually pretty good. Perfect? No. But not a good figure. Not a bad figure. Yeah. Not a bad figure, not perfect, but still not bad. So anyway, this is her in her car mode. And this bit right here, it can rotate, but it's actually separated from when you open her up. So you have to plug it in after you transform her. And yes, you can see here she has weapon storage for her 2 guns. You can plug it in this hole here, plug it in the hole here, or just plug it in the front. I kind of prefer plugging it in the back. But yeah, and the guns, again, they split apart. And see, there's a hole on each side of the smaller one that you can plug this guy. Oops. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Then you can plug this bigger gun in. You see the 2 peg holes here? Or you can plug it in with this peg here, but actually, you know what? Hold on a minute. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. But yeah. Now they're a translucent blue plastic, which is not bad, but I will admit I do wish they could just sculpt actual plastic and not use the translucent one, but like solid plastic instead. I mean, the sculpting is there, but oh well. Let's go aside. And this is her car mode. Now transformation, obviously. Or not obviously, but transformation is not bad, but you know, trying to transform this into car mode is a bit finicky, and sometimes panels just don't want to line up properly, especially these side ones. And as you can see at the bottom, you can mostly see her torso, you see her hands and the torso, and her head is actually not turned around. It's not part of the instructions, but I decided just to turn her head around to have the robot mode a bit more hidden. Obviously not much, you can still see their hands down here, but I mean, like what Jobby and other people, like what Jobby the Hunk said, you're never going to display a figure like this at all. So yeah, I mean, it rolls, like even with the with this bit, it doesn't actually touch the ground. I mean, or I should say it's supposed to roll, but it's more scraping. I mean, the wheels do spin, all 4 of them too, but I'm guessing the weight is like preventing the car from rolling on a flat surface. You see, I mean, again, the wheels do spin, but trying to get them to roll is a bit of a challenge. But anyway, not really much to talk about the vehicle mode. It's not bad. There's not really a seat in there, but it's not a bad vehicle mode. Anyway, transformation, you flip these forward like so, or at least I like to start with this. This will become our feet. Unpeg from here and here. I like that a little bit for both sides. And then you separate the legs from here, fully extend them and fold this panel in for both legs. And if you want, you can rotate the waist around so that the front lower waist bit is showing. Then you kind of bend the elbows a bit and rotate them. Rotate the hands. The second verse, same as the first. Same quoting MGO here now. And just raise this up a little bit. and you bring this a bit back here, and bring this whole bit up, fold in this back piece, and you can leave the wheels like this if you want, or you can just unpeg these and kind of bring them up like so, and then fold them in. Or you can have them like, you can have them up down like on her shoulders, you can have them folded back, whatever you want to do. And obviously, again, it doesn't show instructions, but I decided to turn her head around, and if you did, just turn him around normally. And there's Elita-1. Not a bad transformation, pretty easy, but you know, transforming into car mode and trying to get everything lined up is a bit of a challenge, but still not bad. Now, I will go over the negatives right now. If you saw Ball Matrix's review, then you'll know that one of the hips ends up becoming very loose because of a pin that's not pushing all the way. For me, yeah. Mostly on this one. This one, not so much. It still stays in place, but yeah. You see that this leg still sort of stays in place. This one, as soon as I say that, wow. Okay, they kind of stay in place, but yeah, they're a bit loose because the pins back here aren't really pushing all the way. And I know there's a way to like get pins out if you don't have a pin vise. Like, take a soldering iron, place it on the metal pin. Obviously, be careful not to get it on the plastic. And when it's hot enough, you take a magnet, you can pull the pin out. I'm sure you could do the same thing. You put a soldering iron here, and then you just push the pin in all the way so the legs are not as loose. For me, though, I'm not really going to risk that because, one, I don't have a steady hand, and two, I don't have a soldering iron. But yeah. Anyway, not a bad figure. I mean, if it weren't for these hip joints, then it would have been a whole lot better, but still not bad. You see, this is what she looks like. It's an Autobot symbol on her chest. a little bit of paint scuff. Not too bad. But yeah, not bad. Now, I don't know. I think you have to take this off when she's in robot mode. I just usually leave it on because I don't want to lose it. But all in all, not a bad figure. Now, for posability, her head's on a ball peg, so you can rotate it. You can move it up and down slightly, kind of give a head pivot, but it's mostly just a swivel. But yeah, her arms can move outward that far. You can move them forward or move them all the way around, but they do hit the back here. She has a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow that bends in more than 90, which I like. She has a wrist swivel. She has a waist swivel, which is, I guess you could say it's due to transformation, but you could still implement that. So yeah, the waist swivel's there. And the legs can move forward, they can move back. I mean, they could swing out to the side pretty well. I mean, again, if it weren't for those, I already talked about the loose hips. Yeah, this hip right here, this is the most loose. This, not really. She has a thigh swivel, a single jointed knee that bends in at exactly 90. No feet movement unless you unplug it, and you can pretend she has a pivot, but that's for transformation. And bring back her guns. She can hold them, like so. Let me get back here. See? I mean, though with this gun in the hand, she still can bend her elbow more than 90. While on this one, it kind of stops it, but oh well. And if you don't want her holding the guns, you can plug them in here if you want to. Not perfect weapon storage, but it's good enough, I guess. And you know what? Screw it. Might as well just... I'm just gonna put these back to normal. Hold on a minute. Or not really back to normal, but just fold them up because they're kind of distracting. There we go. I'm just gonna leave them like this. I mean, yes, it does look like she has a car on the back, but to me, I think it just looks a bit better than having them fully extended out. Here we go. I'm just dropping things, aren't I? But yeah, not a bad figure. I mean, if it weren't for those loose hips, then it would have been better, but now, I don't know if there's gonna be someone who can figure out a way to fix the problem or something, because it's mostly just the pins not being pushed in all the way. I mean, she could still stand up pretty well, just trying to find the correct type of balance. Just trying to find that bit of balance there, because she's a bit wobbly, but she's wobbling a bit, but But yeah, all in all, not a bad figure. Like I said already, if it weren't for the loose hips, you know, the outward movement being loose, then, well, it would have been better. Again, though, I don't know if there's a way to, I mean, I know there's a way to fix it, but I'm not sure if there's another way to fix the loose hips. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.